Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good week in the stock market. Friday, October 29th, we are going to talk about SWBK, the SPAC, some GameStop, some SPY, all-time high, some DWAC, technical analysis, the options we got going on, why I bought $300 calls for next week. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. I don't know if you heard that. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Okay? There's our Twitter. You can follow us on at Happy Money. We've also got a Discord server you can jump on. I'm chilling. I'm relaxed today. Nice day for GameStop. Kind of strange. We'll talk about that briefly or extensively momentarily. SPY, doing new stuff, new all-time highs. Kind of fighting the TA on it. It just kind of does whatever. So it's kind of made this double top thing we got here, and then now kind of like a triple top. Given this is a little bit higher, but I think this is just that little blow off the top, as we have thought before. But this is definitely, of course, different. When we had these corrections, we thought it'd keep coming down. It didn't. And then we finally realized that this is maybe part of the cycle, the SLD period. But at any rate, once it started coming down here, this is a different move than we've seen here. So it did break past that all-time high, but not by a whole lot. And now it's rejected, for the most part, rejected that 460 level 3 times. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I have call credit spreads that I rolled over some that expired today to middle of November. Still a lot of premium on them for some reason. Not sure. I was able to roll them up like 4 or 5 strikes and still collect premium. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do that right. I'm not sure. But MACD, I guess it just flipped bullish on the hourly. It's just hanging out. I think this thing's going to drop. I don't think we're going to keep rallying. But we'll stop talking about SPY. GameStop didn't close at max pain today, which is kind of peculiar. And then yesterday, of course, a lot of the day just looked very natural trading. If you watch yesterday's video, it's like their shorting was off. So not sure why exactly, but whenever there's something different or out of the ordinary or out of character for GameStop, I get excited. I get bullish. I think something's about to happen. And this time has been different. This time it's we've seen it trade naturally maybe like 4 times, and I'm excluding these times where it's like kind of spikes. I think that's from whatever, call that natural or not. I think natural trading where it doesn't look like it's being basically manipulated, shorted on low volume, and price action is more natural. I think we've only seen that like 4 times last year. Saw it yesterday, saw it some today, which was kind of interesting. So, but yeah, see, this isn't normal. Oh, none of this. What is this stuff? What's going on? 176,000 volume, and yeah, I don't know what that is. But yeah, kind of sold off in the morning, melted up, and kind of average volume, I suppose. As of late, that'd be average, and then looks like algos got turned on here where the volume just drops and starts to look like a penny stock, and then rallied here. Let's see. Okay, that was into close. This rally back here I think was, for some reason, I don't know, AMC rallied at the same time, because I think AMC there was a tweet saying that their revenues are 500% up or something from unusual whales. I'm not sure if that was the only news, but maybe there wasn't any news. Maybe it was just spiking like it does. But GME also was spiking at that same time, and I think that was like here in this area. Algos got switched on, came back down, and then rallied into close. So kind of peculiar. Max pain this week was 175. This is maybe the second week we haven't closed max pain. It was last week. I can't remember. I think last week or the week before we didn't close max pain either. So that is something different, and that gets me excited. As well as we've got daily bullish MACD here. Today actually did make a candle body over the 9 moving average. So my indicators there check out. Looking at supports and resistances, of course, we've got the support down here. We've got a resistance up here. I'm not sure if we just rip rally from here or what. You know, it was coming back here and it was doing this. I was like, this doesn't feel right. I think we need to test support. We did, and now it's kind of doing this. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I mean, everything points to bullishness. It kind of reminds me of this time right here, and like maybe these last couple days is kind of this section. So this little flat top up here is this flat top, and then this section. That being said, I feel like it'll probably be closer to mid-November, maybe like Friday the 12th or by the 19th that we see another pinch or squeeze. Possibly not by next Friday. However, news could change all of that. The pinch or squeeze would just be, or the pinch into the squeeze would just be from this futures rollover or whatever is happening every 3 months or so, because we're going to be due for that about mid-November. So not the first week in November, which is next week. But at any rate, I saw my bullish indicators, and all the different news coming out with Loop Ring and them announcing stuff. Yeah, I got some calls. So today I actually did short calls on it for a little bit and then closed them out on this spike. Made a little bit actually somehow. And then on our theta farming account, of course those 195 calls expired worthless. I didn't roll them over for next week because I'm not sure. We might have. I want to be open, exposed for news over the weekend, or a Monday to just open up 100%. That's not every weekend am I trying to do that, but this weekend I am. Bullish indicators and all of the different news coming out. So, some of that news, I guess you'd call it news. So remember the RC tweet about the chopsticks in his nose, the splitting in the nose? We were talking about, I thought most likely that would be a share split from the different theories I saw from it. And it looks like, I mean, I'm not sure yet, but it could be this possibility. This is King Mustard Race. Thanks, mate. The single most important words from this, which GameStoppers have used through Sega, is startup. Let's see. The NFT team is operating a stealth startup. So I think these are words from, these are actual words we've got. We know 2 with high probability. They're working on an NFT marketplace. That's fantastic, with wins all the way around, but it is being done not as part of GameStop, but as an internal startup. So that's kind of the difference there. And actually in the prospectus, we'll read that. This means the company considers it a unique entity that can or may at some future point be divested from the parent, perhaps as a publicly traded company, or it could be private. The divestiture of which would necessitate the issuance, for some reason I can't read that word right now, of an equal number of stock shares delivered to the owners of record of the parent company. These shares could be issued as NFTs for the sake of accuracy and fairness and tied as a partner to the existing GME shares in a packaged security bundle, quite like GME stated in their investor report. So on that tweet with the chopsticks, he had the split nose, is PG-13. And yeah, that in their prospectus, we may issue units from time to time in such amounts and in as many distinct series as we determine. We will issue each series of units under a unit agreement to be entered into between us and a unit agent to be designated in the applicable prospectus supplement. When we refer to a series of units, we mean all units issued as part of the same series under the applicable unit agreement. We may issue units consisting of any combination of 2 or more securities described in this prospectus. Each unit will be issued so that the holder of the unit is also the holder of each security included in the unit. Thus, the holder of a unit will have the rights and obligations of a holder of each included security. These units may be issuable as and for a specific period of time, may be transferable as a single security only. Interesting. Rather than as a separate constituent securities comprising such units. I can't read today, sorry. Anyways, yeah, so that's what page 13 said, and that makes the most sense to what his tweet was about as far as page 13 and then the splitting. So maybe not necessarily stock split, but kind of a separate entity for their NFT marketplace, with GameStop being kind of the parent company. I think that's what that's getting at. This was kind of interesting. This is by Diamond Hands Forever. This guy had an interview with NFT GameStop team. Confirmed NFT marketplace with Loopring as one provider. No official word on NFT dividend, just that the NFT team was also working on a project that would help the stock. This guy was at an interview and they're working on something that'll help the stock. So that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that could be, but something. That's all we need is help the stock. He didn't sign an NDA, so he's not sure. Yeah, I mean, he's probably fine. So yeah, those two things are definitely very, very interesting. Also, over the last couple days, a bunch of people from Reddit, subreddit all, I guess, migrated over to Superstonk, and it's getting just a lot of traction and gaining a lot of popularity just on Reddit. So that's something that should indicate buying pressure in the near future, and that is kind of the same deal that kind of happened back in January. It just really started to get exposure. GME's had exposure, but it doesn't, I mean, with the masses, it doesn't really get exposure until once it gets up here in like the 300 to 350 range, then you're hearing about it on media, and then people are talking about it. Most of the time, we're just, when it's just doing this stuff, it's just basically bad press, talking about how crappy of an investment GameStop is. But not even a whole lot of press, just, yeah, they're just hoping it basically dies off. TA wise though, everything looks good. We got green over the 9, we got bullish MACD. So I got calls for next week. See what happens. I think it might be a week early, but I want exposure or possible news over the weekend. There's those calls I sold short. I did open up an IRNT put credit spread. The premiums were high on it, so I sold premium instead of bought, but it actually came down. Yeah, I mean, on the hourly it's bearish. I don't know what I saw. It was right here. What happened? No, where was it? It was back here actually. It was in the morning. It was looking good. I was like, okay. I think it still looks good. On the hourly, it's looking like it's consolidating, but on the daily, this chart looks nice. Got a nice big green, good volume, consolidating up over the 9 moving average, bullish MACD. So that IRNT is right here, 12.5, 14 put credit spread for November. So 465 max profit, 285 max loss. Is it? No, that's Wish. Oh, right here. November, is that next? That's next Friday. So not a whole lot of time on that. W key. So there's a few different NFT stocks that kind of go crazy when there's any sort of bullish NFT news. W key, TCAT, Dolphin, and I just wanted to get exposure. I feel like if some news, I'm surprised actually these aren't running already, but if we get some more NFT hype, these have been known to rip. So this one had a nice TA. I mean, it had bullish MACD and some green over the 9. So I got some exposure to this one. It's a call debit spread on it. Options were expensive, so I just went with the debit spread. 750, 1250 call debit spread on WK. The other ones, they all look like they're going to come down more. I mean, of course, if there's news, they can just flip around, but I couldn't pull the trigger on those. So this one, 1359 max gain, max loss is 141. It's a low probability. This is given at 1.2%. So this is basically me expecting a crazy volatile move, but it'll be profitable even if it comes up a little bit before expiration. I've got quite a while on that, 50 days. So that's that call I closed out of. So I sold premium 60 cents a contract, and it was actually up like 30%, but I closed it when it was ripping. 54 cents. No big deal. I did a bearish play on DWAC, the call credit spread, before actually Trump got on CNBC or whatever he was on. Or no, I don't remember what he was on, but he was being interviewed and he was talking about his stock briefly, and it actually was coming down from that. This is a bearish play on DWAC. TA on it looks like it's going to keep coming down. Still has that gap to fill. On the daily though, yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm thinking hourly, bearish MACD. I don't know. I guess a lot of it for me is just that gap to fill, because this almost looks like an inverse head and shoulders a little bit, but I think it's still bearish. I think it'll still come down. That one I have just a week on. That's a 68.71, so it has to come below 68. So not too far at all for that, thankfully. SPY, I rolled this SPY. This is the SPY one I rolled over somehow and made a big credit on it. So this gave me more time. Middle of next month. GME, here's our calls. 300 calls for next Friday. The IV is low still, so if GME rips up a little bit on Monday, possible that these will actually increase in value, and if then I'll sell them if we don't have news. If we don't have news by Monday, I'll get rid of these for sure. Well, I say that, but I don't. And then, yeah, I guess these expired. And I think that's all the plays we made. Yeah, I'm stoked. The credit spread worked out earlier this week. I would open up another one, but yeah, TA-wise, I feel like it needs to, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I mean, it's making higher highs, higher lows. I feel like it might consolidate down maybe on Monday and then probably just kind of chill. Just kind of settle down a little bit. But that being said, this stuff still looks good. We've got bullish MACD rising. These lows are rising. That is good. This is all good. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you had a good week. Have a good weekend. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We'll see you on Discord. Peace out.